with Cherie DeVaux. I actually followed VAHVA back from the racetrack, and you as well. We were a little bit behind, and it looked like, and I wasn't spying, that you were watching the show. So did we do all right in terms of?
You know what? I was actually watching the jockey cam on Enrique, so I was just making sure that he was doing okay, because we can't have him embarrassing us. No, I'm just totally kidding. I'm not a jerk.
What about the jockey cam and what you saw, and also what you saw yourself?
She comes here, she's nice and relaxed. She's doing everything she's supposed to do. All the hard work is done, and we just want to make sure that they're here, they're happy. Their trip was delayed a few hours, and that can be a bit concerning because they had to sit on the plane for about 4+ hours. And, so mainly we just want to make sure that didn't stress them out too much. The 3 that were on there, and she was happy and she looks great.
I think it stresses out the people a lot more than sometimes it does the horses when all is said and done. But never good to have a wrinkle going forward. She feels pretty. How does she feel?
She feels wonderful and probably pretty.
What did she do this morning?
She feels pretty. She galloped 1 mile and 3/8, which is a routine gallop for her.
And Rebel Red, I imagine you get a lot of questions about this one because of his condition.
Correct. It's something that I think it's a horse-by-horse basis, but for him, really hasn't changed his life at all. And he's had a lot of excuses to want to regress or really to not want to do this. And, he doesn't show that. He took a tumble at Churchill and came right back and won a race by open lengths, won a stake by open lengths. And, he's just... I think we overthink it more than he overthinks it, but that's not the case for a lot of horses.
Explain, for those who might not be familiar, what it is for him.
Okay, so he had an injury to his eye where he was getting tacked up and something spooked him. And when he bolted backwards, the screw eye came out and it landed in his eye. And there was no saving the eye, and so they took it out. And it's only a 2-week recovery. Now,
wow.
The alternative is to save the eye, but that creates its own challenges. In this case, it wasn't an option, but if they have a traumatic injury, something like that, then they see a lot of shadows. They have a blind spot, and that can be worse, I think, in a lot of cases, because they spook a lot and it can be dangerous, and I've had that before. So what was really miraculous is he started the Saratoga meet off with 2 eyes, and he won, and then he ran in a stake at the end of the meet with 1 eye, and it wasn't his best race, but it was just really to get him to see if he could figure it out. And then he came back after that race and won at Keeneland. So he's just incredible, and in having to deal with all that and to adjust his life for his different condition, but really he was fine, and we were really cautious about getting him back to the track and making sure he had company or somebody to follow, and he doesn't really care about anything.
Cherie, I know you have a lot of experience bringing back horses from situations like that. You also have a lot of experience coming to the Breeders' Cup, but is this year a little different since you come back having won one last year?
100%. I've had a couple people comment I'm a lot more relaxed, which maybe I'm just playing it off better. But with that being said, these races are not easy to win. Any race isn't easy to win. A lot of things have to go right. And, I'm very fortunate to have won with More Than Looks last year, and to have all 3 of my horses are exciting, but when you come in with a filly like She Feels Pretty, it just gives you a lot of confidence that even if she doesn't win, she's going to run her race and she's going to try.
We appreciate your time and wish you good trips the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
Cherie DeVaux with 3 Breeders' Cup runners, and with She Feels Pretty, I can say I think we all feel pretty right now being here at Del Mar.